If you're a hardcore player like me, and let's say prefer to play the type of games that give you sweat bullets and adrenaline, the video is for you. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This is our top 20 best rhythm-based action, well typically music-themed games for your Android and iOS devices as well. Let's go. And number one, well, technically just to get this out of the way and get to the more mature stuff, we've got over here Muse Dash. This is a chaotic, maybe the most chaotic rhythm-based, almost platformer, more like, well, side-scroller. Pretty much an arcade-style 2D animated with just the liveliest looking visuals out of the whole musical genre. This game has a ton of characters to choose from, loads of stages, pretty challenging, and it'll take you down for about $3. It's also offline. Moving on to number 2, we've got Thumper, single-handedly the slickest auto-running rhythm sort of racing slash horror game. Frankly, the most psychedelic, innovative, rhythm-based game on the list. Well, this has actually been around for more than 3 years now, so it was since release, one of the most fine-tuned games on the platform. So it's just right now fine-tuned to perfection. It is even playable offline, even with a controller, has a ton of replay value, doesn't matter the mood you have at the moment, and the soundtrack, just wow. Check it out just in case you missed it. Coming up behind that, it's the sequel to the hit, one of the biggest hits actually, music rhythm game by the veteran dedicated rhythm-based Android games out there. Well, a game called Cytus II. This is a sequel, obviously, as you can tell. It now features a higher emphasis in story as opposed to its original game, set sometime into the future where humans have synced the real world to the virtual world via the music. Now, Cytus II, albeit a paid game, is perhaps the most engaging out of the whole list today. It features so much content you probably won't remember when you started once you get the hang of it. That's it, it's got some true developer support, bug-free, and very fun to play with friends. Coming from probably the finest rhythm-based game developers out there right now, Rayark International, we got at number 4 something called DEEMO. See, DEEMO doesn't just deliver a rhythm game, it has a deeply emotional tune to it, mainly because of the story. But if we're talking music, DEEMO has every single component of a rhythm-based game to its perfection. I mean, come on. It's a musical game and it's downloaded over 5 million times with a 4.7 out of 5 rating. It's even playable offline, has a story mode, and mainly it's got piano musics. At number 5, we've got a arcade-style rhythm game with, technically speaking, the most freedom and challenge out there on the whole genre. Well, something called Arcaea or Arcaea. See, the way you learn and get the hang of things in this game is how you'll grow in love with it. Why? Because of eventually how good you will become, and then once you get past that part, you will be rushed with adrenaline every time you pass a music run. This game is free, got over 100 songs for free as well, quite challenging, and even playable offline. Coming up behind that, we have the not so much free game, although a well-deserved game in the list, something called Lanota or Lanota. Well, Lanota actually goes through a couple of stages for free, then it becomes a paid game, but boy does it actually deliver some of the best content for some of the few dollars you're gonna spend. This game is by critics actually described as a story-based visual novel-style rhythm game, so automatically just stands out from the rest, and what it probably lacks in action, it makes up for in story and art. Check it out, just in case you missed it. number 7, from roughly half a decade ago with over 5 million downloads on the Play Store. As actually a fully free-to-play game we've got over here was called VOEZ. This is a rhythm-based, story-focused game about this high girl and her dream to fit into a band, or just make a band with her friends. Not just a rhythm-based game, to some extent this is an adventure, as you have to complete tasks via the music in order to get the story forward. VOEZ is graphically, in my opinion, superb compared to a few other that I've mentioned earlier, and it's, in case you didn't know, actually a console to mobile port, so keep it in mind. At number 8. Now, how about you get the old rhythm-based action whilst you're on your way to another galaxy? I mean, what would you get by combining a Star Trek game's aesthetic and the one I've mentioned earlier, the game Thumper? Well, the answer to that would be what we have here, Raven. Or Raven? I don't know. It's not just the setting though, which is different, but the music selection gets you somewhere into the dark, deep, cold space with. This game's free, but paid if you want to get the whole thing, and it's got just about the best control system out of the whole list.
It hurts to say goodbye, but I don't wanna live this way.
Formally released into PCs, Switch, and even the PlayStation consoles, mainly actually due to the popularity of the franchise, at least in Asia out there, we've got at number 9, Hatsune Miku. Personally, if you never played this one, but this game is actually, ever since release, which was precisely a year ago, have been one of the most highly praised anime rhythm-based games out of the platform, and one that supposedly delivers in every possible way. Yet the visuals, songs, characters, and the replay value. The game's free, why not give it a try? Moving on, we've got VOEZ's best rhythm game of all time, something called Tap Sonic Top. See, in this game specifically, you have to support your once chosen idol by achieving as many rewards as you can, and the more you gather, the better the game just gets. It gets more challenging and more addicting. It's a pretty good game, but that is it. And with number 10 out of the way, big thanks to those of you who made it so far into the video. A like and subscribe, guys, goes a really long way if, well, in any case, you want to catch up with the best games in the following hours. And now, let's get right back to it. Number 11.
Welcome, my new toys. Now dance. Dance for me! Oh, you fight back. You think you can defeat me?
I do. I will.
You will never defeat me. You will never escape. You will never reach the end of the crypt of the NecroDancer.